Alright guys, here's the scoop. Here in Canada, the province of British Columbia has decriminalized, so if you have less than 2.5 grams of pretty much any drug, nothing will happen to you. So this caused a lot of controversy and it went pretty viral, but not as viral as this.
A Vancouver man wants to open up his own store, not to sell groceries or clothing, but hard drugs.
Here's global news. Illegal drug store selling heroin, meth, cocaine opens in downtown Vancouver for safe supply. So this guy, Jerry Martin,
he recently lost his brother due to overdose and says there's a need to provide a safe supply.
You know, a lot of these people, in fact, all of them, they have to take a risk every day where they go get their drugs. They're either going to get something that isn't clean or safe, or they can put themselves in a dangerous situation. There's a lot of predators out there that'll get girls to do things for their drugs, whether they get the money or not.
I actually interviewed him last year. You can see he has a little menu there in the bottom right. You know, his crack cocaine, heroin. You can buy it all like you're buying Diet Coke at a 7-Eleven. This footage went super viral of him. You know, he basically set up a storefront and just started selling drugs. Hard drugs, dude. I think he's in a bulletproof vest there. Now, before your head explodes, here's another article. Police arrest man for opening store selling hard drugs in Canada. So this was 1 or 2 days later after all the articles came out about what he was doing. So they did arrest him and put a stop to this. But I mean, these new policies are very dramatic, very big. And now you've got the cocaine stores popping up, right? You've also got a ton of mushroom stores opening in Vancouver. Yes, those types of mushrooms. Those have been running for months, maybe some of them years, I'm not sure. And they have yet to be shut down. I went by one the other day and asked how they're able to operate, and they said it's a gray area. So yeah, the shops pop up and I guess the police don't do anything and it just kind of exists now. Now you've got cocaine and heroin stores popping up. This was just one isolated incident, of course, with the cocaine store, but this is definitely all a symptom of something bigger, right? Culture is shifting. Is it for the better or for the worse? Well, we're here in Vancouver, so let's get out there today and find out. All right, well, so far this is a lot more cleaned up than I expected. There is absolutely nothing in here for you to steal. I believe it. There's still a couple pretty shocking parts, but overall it seems a lot more quiet around here. The drug legalization, you know about that?
About legalizing marijuana?
Nah, like legalizing like coke and heroin and shit.
I don't do that shit, man. You ever think about drugs for real? It's my only vacation, huh? When somebody offers me a free torque of coke,
yeah.
You think I'm gonna turn it down? I remember I got out of jail twice and they gave me my dope back. And I got like sort of saying dope on your camera or whatever, but I guess this was fun. Yeah, they gave me my drugs back twice, like 3 grams of dope. Like I got out of jail with dope. Like,
They gave you back the dope when you got out of jail?
Right when I got out, right for the city cells.
Is part of you like, why would they do that?
I can see why they're doing it, like saving money.
Any changes in the amounts of like overdoses now that it's like more in the open, like yeah, it's okay to do this stuff?
I don't know, you know, it's so hard to say because one minute you're hanging around with some people, next minute you never see them again.
Fuck.
Right? You know if they went home, you know if they overdosed, you don't know what happened. Right?
Jesus,
a lot of
man.
people overdose, man. Like
That's a heavy answer.
I'm a bigger dude. When I got out of jail, I was a lot bigger. And my tolerance, when I first started doing this, my tolerance was so low.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I overdosed probably about like my first 15 times. I needed medical intervention. Like
15 times?
Like literally like 15 times. Right in the halfway house for fuck's sake.
Fuck.
Right in the halfway house. I had to save 3 of my friends. They were all overdosed at the same time. Never had Narcan. And I had to breathe for all 3 of them. And you know how tiring that was? Trying to get their breaths all in a line together. It was like playing the drums for fuck's sake.
Do you think it's your choice to get better?
Oh, absolutely.
Hopefully one day you choose that, man.
It's gonna be that soon. I don't fit in here.
Anything else you want to say?
Stay in school.
Sorry, sir, because for the traffic, can you say it again?
Yeah. Regulation, taxation, education.
All right, what do you mean by that?
That take away all prohibition, regulate, educate, and tax.
So you think this is a step in the right direction?
Yeah. Oh, I've had this opinion for many years, and I've worked in law enforcement.
Oh, really?
And you watch your kids.
Little pump in the households. That's crazy, bro. Even the cop is saying to reverse the drug laws. But now that we have the ex-cop's perspective, I'm wondering, what does a drug dealer think about this? I'm here with anonymous man. What should we call you? Anything?
Bryski.
All right, bet. Bryski. What's like, you're trapping out here?
Yeah. There's certain places that we can't walk sometimes too, like by yourself. Even I would say it happens more to the women than to the men. There's a lot of them. Even like the other day, there a girl was knotted out, almost OD, and she almost got raped in the alleyways. I don't think that was brought forward. I don't think anybody even knows about it. So that happens on the regular.
So do you think that decriminalization helps things like that not happen?
Yes, it does. You know?
Do you look at it though as a dealer and you're like, fuck, I'm gonna be out of a job if I...
It doesn't really. I wouldn't look at it as a dealer, but I would look at it as in a way where just an actual citizen. You know, a person that smokes dope and just going through a rough time. You don't know what that person's really going. He could have lost his parents. He could be just, you know, just trying to just ease off some pain that he can that will never ease off. Maybe he just, you know.
I think some people will be surprised to hear you talk so like compassionately about the addicts, because they'll be like, well, this is the guy selling them this shit.
But I don't look at myself as that. I look at it as you're providing a need. So these people that are getting these things, have they ever looked at it where if they don't get it, what they're gonna do? Maybe that purse gets broken, maybe that guy's car gets broken. But if they get that dose of their addiction, they don't do that now, do they? They don't look at it that way. They just look at, oh, they're the drug dealers, oh, they're this, they don't provide it as providing a need for the people. So the actual community is actually safe. Having these people here providing this service. They don't look at it that, they look at it in a different way. It's okay for John to drive around and pick up a prostitute, circle the block 15 times, take pictures, bring a little, like, you know, force drugs on girls and have sex. That's fine. We don't talk about that though, do we?
Does that happen, like regular
Fucking
people?
happens all the time, man.
Fuck.
But we don't talk about that because it's not known. No one's coming forward with that. But the drug dealer out here that's providing a safety, you know, zone for addiction people. That's the problem. You know what I mean? And then he gets searched, he gets charged, he goes to court, he comes out the same day. What a waste of time.
Well, I think I saved a guy's life today. There's this dude screaming in the middle of the street. You okay, sir? Nobody was paying him any mind. It's like normal to see odd things like that in this neighborhood, right? And I walked over to him to ask if he was okay. You alright, bro? You okay? I thought he was ignoring me at first, and then I realized he was struggling to breathe. And then I called like a bunch of people over, called the ambulance.
I don't think she's in any shape to take care of him.
And the people who came confirmed he was overdosing.
I was just walking by.
Yeah. I thought I was gonna watch him die, but they hit him with some Narcan.
I can't tell if he's changing color. Is there an ambulance on the way?
It's okay, bro. There's an ambulance coming. Yeah, keep breathing.
Yeah, there you go. No, hey, what are you doing, man? Stop! Hey. Stay with it, buddy. Wake up! Come on, brother. Ambulance is coming, buddy. Wake up!
There was a crazy moment where his eyes were just, they were glazed over and like dying, and then there was this crazy moment where they popped open as this woman was holding him, and he just like gave her a little hug, put his hands around her back like as much as he could. As everybody like cheered him on. Hey, you're back.
Hey,
yes, bro. Yes.
Ambulance is right here.
Yeah, he's gonna be fine now. Alright, bro.
Damn, we did our part today.
It's nice to be there when somebody needs you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Of course.
Have a good day.
Minutes and seconds matter so much in situations like that, and I feel like if I didn't walk up to that guy and realize what was happening, he would have been fucking toast, man. Who knows, right? Anyway, all I did was call attention to it, bro. Like, the people, like, those people who hit him with the Narcan and shit, like, they're probably doing that shit multiple times a day. Easily. So, that's, like, unthinkable to me, dude. Whew! Fuck. Jesus Christ.
Dude, I thought we saw someone die. That was intense. But he's okay.
Holy fuck. Dude, we were the first ones to spot him, and we called the ambulance. Like, we might have saved that dude's life.
I think we did. The right place at the right time. Thank God. Anyway, yeah. First time hanging out with Philip Solo. But if you think about it, like right now, this guy, if he has like any drugs on him, would he go to jail? Would he get arrested? Or if he was decriminalized, like...
I will say this about, like, the last thing that guy needed was to go to jail. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Oh. I'll never forget seeing that little hug he gave her.
My friends are dying. Like, it's just like, fuck. Like, do something about it. But,
Yeah.
like, I do, like, it's easy to say that when I'm, like, you know, spouting off from the sidelines, right? So...
If you have friends that have passed, you're not on the sidelines, bro. I've been addicted to drugs, and, like, I've known a ton of people addicted to drugs, and it's like, you couldn't tell me shit, you can't tell any of those people shit.
Exactly, and that's the scary part, right?
That's the scary part, is, like, there's no magic wand you can wave. It's like, they have to usually hit some sort of fucking super low. That had to happen to me.
Some people, fuck, man, some people's bottom's in the ground. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, my buddy, fucking 40 years old, had a kid and shit like that, fucking hung himself.
Because of addiction?
Yeah, he fucking relapsed after having, like, almost 4 years clean. Fucking thought everyone hated him and shit. Hung himself in his parents' backyard.
Hey, Philip Solo, right?
What's up, bro?
What's up? I watch you on YouTube.
I appreciate you, man.
How you doing?
Dude, talking about some heavy shit right now. No, you're good, bro.
Yeah, man. It's just, yeah, you can't tell anybody shit, right? It's like,
that's so fucked up, man, because like
yeah,
that guy's path was not necessarily over. Like, that was all in his head, right? Like,
straight up.
Yeah.
Right? Because, like, you know, like, my beliefs and shit, like, it's like he's not gonna end up like where I end up with what I believe, right? Like, if you can fucking kill yourself and fast forward through this shit, don't you think everybody would do it? To get to, like, to get to the next page kind of thing, right? Like, the next page is supposed to be awesome. Right? It's supposed to be a lot better than this. This is supposed to be like the trials and shit like that, right? So you can just kill yourself and fucking fast forward it, and, like, everyone would do it, don't you think? Like,
but you've kept going.
Well, yeah, because it's like, I don't believe that you're not allowed to do that, man. You fucking kill yourself, you're in fucking, you stay in some shitty place for, like, fucking ever. And it sucks. That's just my personal fucking...
Like a limbo, you think?
Yeah.
Do you believe in an afterlife?
Yeah.
I guess you do, because you just mentioned the limbo thing.
Yeah. I've died, too. I've overdosed fucking a handful of times.
What happened? Like,
I know where I'm going. I know, like, that's it. Like, I've got, like, seen a glimpse, or not really seen anything, but, like, I know the feeling of, like, where it is, like, where I go, because, like, that's
what is it? What happened?
I don't know, man. It's just like, it just, I kind of had a, like, I was talking to my buddy. It's just like, honestly, it just felt like if you were conscious, like, before you were born. That's what it felt like.
Oh wow.
Feeling of, like, literally a feeling of, like, unconditional love and, like, being protected and, like, don't have to worry about anything. Everything's taken care of. Right? And I've, like, multiple times I've gone there.
Do you worry, like, and by the way, I'm not saying I think this, but, like, what if someone heard that and they were like, well, it's just because you were high and you were dying and your brain is, like, fucking tripping out as you die, like...
I don't know. I feel sorry for people who think black and white like that. Right? They have to have a rational answer for everything.
Right.
Some things can't be rationally explained, right? Life can be hard sometimes, right?
Yeah.
And it's just like, it would be nice if there's, like, a bit of a rest after for some people, you know what I mean? Like, I know some people that have had it real tough, right? Like, fuck, I think I have it tough, man. Fuck, I haven't had it tough. I don't even have it tough. And that's fucking sobering thought right there. Every day above ground's a good day, right?
Yeah. You got anything else to say, man? Probably.
I don't know, man. Like, just thanks for talking to me and stuff, right? Like, it's not every day you fucking, you know, you meet someone that just sits down and bullshits with you or whatever like that, right? Like, fucking not in my life anyway, right? Like, I don't want to make new friends because it's like I don't want to fucking lose anybody else. I don't want to lose any more friends, you know what I mean? So it's just like...
I'm glad I was here for you to whatever extent, man.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Yeah, for sure.
Perfect.
Probably daddy, yeah.
Thanks, boys.
Okay, you ready? Cheese nuggets on 3.
Cheese nuggets.
Awesome.
Hi, Angie. I came to Vancouver to discover what changes the decriminalization has made. What I wasn't expecting, and in hindsight, it makes sense, is that nothing has changed. People are dying. They'll do anything for their next hit, knowing it'll probably kill them. And it's all out in the open downtown. A lot of people have given up on that area, and it's gonna take so much more than a sentence in a law book to make any kind of change around there. And I'm certainly not qualified to speak on how to fix it. I was gonna reach out to Jerry Martin, the gentleman with the storefront that I mentioned at the beginning of the video. I was gonna reach out to him for an interview, but he died halfway through the filming of this video. His partner told the news that it was a fentanyl overdose after his mental health deteriorated following his arrest. So, if that doesn't say it all, I don't know what does. I've never cried so many times making a video, dude. There were a lot of cries you guys did not see. Anyway, that's about it. Love you guys. Peace. If you're still here, I would just like to add, I'm not gonna make a penny off of this unless anybody is kind enough to sign up for the Patreon. If you like it when I do the more journalistic style content, or if you don't know who I am and you just like the video, please consider signing up. That's about it. Love you guys again. Peace again. So guys, do you guys have any thoughts on, like, I'm just walking around interviewing people about the decriminalization of like meth and heroin and whatnot.
You legalize everything and you don't have the government involved, because look what's happened to the marijuana industry.
Yeah.
Let's start there.
Do you wanna
No.
No, that's fair.
Look at the prices of the shit. Who they're catering to. $81 for an eighth of marijuana? Like, that's ridiculous.
I see what you're saying, that like the weed industry now caters, instead of like broke or poor people, to like the rich person who wants to smoke a little weed while they watch Netflix. I will say, like, how does that pertain to like heroin or something? You know what I mean? Like,
It'll be the same thing, is what I'm saying.
Like,
if they legalize it or decriminalize it,
yeah,
it's not gonna, like, if you're trying to get rid of the criminal aspect, you're not. You're actually creating it by doing that.
Well,
how so?
You're displacing it.
Look what's going on right now, dude. You got stuff being sold for $12 a gram, but you can walk down the street and get it for $3. Even better shit.
Right.
So what would be the difference with heroin? What would be the difference with fentanyl or meth or whatever? It'd be exactly the same thing. You'd be, this guy's got better, you know, whatever.
Yeah. And his shit has fentanyl, which is even stronger. Like, I love that shit. Yeah, that's a factor too, right?
There you go.
There's people like above the government, right? And they got to be sitting there and they're like, man, if we make like heroin legal, think of all the fucking money we could.
Yep.
Well, you know how much money the government makes on what I'm doing right now?
Billions.
Yeah.
That 1 pound of sugar makes 2 gallons of vodka. 2 gallons of vodka.
Okay.
And I drink occasionally. I go to the Astoria Wine and Beer store, and I pay $15.
Yeah.
How much is a pound of sugar worth?
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
$1?
Yeah,
You're buying bald sacks with nothing.
Yeah, it's a hustle. Vapes, same shit.
Yeah.
Perfect example.
Why are vaping the same cost as cigarettes?
And that's it. Now,
what does this vape juice cost? Fuck all of that.
I'll never forget, bro. One time I was in Winnipeg and I went to this convenience store, and they had like these little crack pipes for like, it was like $40. And I was like, $40? And the cashier was like, they'll pay anything.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He was like, they'll pay anything.
Yeah.
Why is there no fucking tax on ginger? I can go buy as much ginger as I want for like $5, dude.
How about this?
Hey, it was great talking to you guys. I hope I didn't bother you.
Nice talking with you, man.
Yeah, take care, all right?
Yeah.